She told me I couldn't handle a strong woman. So I uncovered her $400,000 secret life, her affair, and left her to face prison while I walked away free. I, 38 male, am sitting in my home office right now, the afternoon sun casting long slants of light across my desk, while my phone vibrates over and over again with notifications I have no intention of checking. It's almost surreal watching the fallout of something I've been quietly preparing for months unfold in real time. Yesterday, I finally pulled the trigger on a plan that I'd been meticulously crafting since the day I discovered my wife's lies, and let me tell you, the results are more spectacular than even I had imagined. My wife, Natalie, 35, and I had been married for 7 years, together for 9. She branded herself as a lifestyle coach, you know the type, always posting on Instagram about manifesting abundance, selling expensive retreats to empowered women, talking about energy alignment and knowing your worth. On the surface, she was the embodiment of a modern boss babe. Meanwhile, I work as a forensic accountant. Yes, the irony is not lost on me. 6 months ago, while doing our taxes, I stumbled onto something that changed everything. Natalie had always kept her business finances separate, insisting it was important for her entrepreneurial independence. That was fine with me. I respected her autonomy. But this year, our accountant needed certain documents from her business for a joint filing issue. Natalie was away at one of her luxury retreats and told me to just grab the files from her office. That's when I found them, not figuratively but literally, a second set of books. Hidden inside a folder labeled Vision Board Templates was an entire QuickBooks account separate from the one she showed me and the IRS. The differences between the official records and these hidden records were staggering. On paper, her business barely broke even. In reality, she was pulling in over $400,000 a year. Her at-cost retreats? $5,000 per person, 20 women per retreat, 4 times a year. I did the math. It was a gold mine she had been keeping entirely to herself. But that wasn't even the worst part. The real bombshell was where that money was going. Luxury shopping sprees filed as business supplies. First-class flights to exotic destinations filed as location scouting. And then there were monthly contractor payments of $3,000 to a man named Blake Donovan, supposedly a marketing consultant. Blake Donovan was not a marketing consultant. He was her personal trainer, and judging by the Venmo notes she neglected to make private, he was also a lot more than that. For last night isn't exactly a standard way to thank someone for SEO optimization. I sat in her office for 3 hours that day, taking pictures of everything: bank statements, receipts, tax documents. I even found a burner phone in her desk drawer, still logged into a secondary Instagram account where she shared romantic pictures of herself and Blake to her close friends list. My favorite was a shot of them at a resort in Cabo. The same weekend she told me she was at a silent meditation retreat in the mountains. But I didn't confront her. Not yet. I know exactly how people react when they're caught with their hands in the cookie jar. If you hit them too soon, they destroy evidence, twist narratives, and turn themselves into the victim. I needed to be ready. Over the next few months, I opened a separate bank account in my name only, slowly moved my portion of our assets into it, and collected copies of every document I could find. I consulted both a divorce attorney and a tax attorney, then filed amended tax returns for the past 3 years to separate my finances from her fraud. Meanwhile, I kept gathering evidence, watching her lie to my face every day, kissing me goodbye while texting Blake, complaining about money while carrying a brand new designer bag. She truly believed she was untouchable. Then last week, she made a mistake. She posted on her business page about investing in herself, claiming she'd just spent $15,000 on a new certification program. Except I knew that money had gone straight to Blake, who coincidentally posted a picture of his new motorcycle the same day. That's when I decided it was time. Thursday evening, I placed a manila folder on the kitchen counter. "We need to talk about your business finances," I said calmly. She didn't even look up from her phone. "Babe, I told you that's my domain. You wouldn't understand the intuitive aspects of feminine entrepreneurship." I opened the folder, spread out the photos, the bank statements, both sets of books, and the Cabo pictures. The color drained from her face. "I can explain," she stammered. No need, I replied. I've already filed amended tax returns. The IRS should be contacting you soon about the $150,000 in unreported income. Oh, and Blake? He'll be getting audited too. Turns out they get very interested when someone receives 6 figures for consulting, but can't show any actual work. She shot to her feet, shaking. How dare you go through my things? That's private. I just looked at her. Tax fraud isn't private, Natalie. Neither is adultery. And that's when she said the line that would haunt her. You're just intimidated by my success. You can't handle that I make more than you. I laughed. An actual, genuine laugh. You mean the money you hid while I paid all the bills? The success built on fraud. She grabbed her phone and stormed out. 20 minutes later, she posted on Instagram. Some men just can't handle a strong woman who knows what she wants. Her followers rushed to support her, filling the comments with "Yes, Queen," and "He couldn't handle your light." I waited an hour, then left my own comment. True, that was all. But I knew exactly what would come next. The following morning, I updated my relationship status to separated and made a public post laying everything out. Her hidden income, the affair, the tax fraud, the personal expenses she wrote off as business costs. I even attached screenshots of her real versus reported income, the Cabo photos with timestamps, and the Venmo payment to Blake. By 9 a.m., my phone was exploding. Her business page was flooded with refund demands, and Blake's trainer profile was overrun with angry comments. By 10:30, her lawyer was calling mine, threatening defamation suits. My lawyer's response was simple. Truth is an absolute defense. From there, everything spiraled for Natalie. Her boss babe empire crumbled publicly, but instead of owning up to anything, she doubled down, posting tearful videos about toxic masculinity, launching new courses about rising above unsupportive men, and trying to hide assets that were already frozen. She even showed up at my office with Blake, demanding I stop harassing her. I just smiled and asked Blake how his audit was going. His face turned red. The IRS had contacted him days earlier. From mediation sessions where she claimed community property laws were sexist to public meltdowns in courthouse hallways, Natalie made it clear she believed consequences were just another form of persecution. The forensic accounting report showed she had hidden over $2 million during our marriage. She tried to play the reconciliation card, then the threat card, then the social media sympathy card. None of it worked. Eventually, faced with mounting federal and state charges, including tax evasion, consumer fraud, and even money laundering, she took a plea deal. 18 months in federal prison, 3 years probation, $400,000 in restitution, and a lifetime ban from operating financial coaching businesses. Her final Instagram post before reporting to prison claimed she was taking a sabbatical to write her comeback story. Meanwhile, Blake pleaded guilty to tax evasion and is now working at a local CrossFit gym. As for me, life is blissfully quiet. The house is paid off, the divorce finalized, and I'm dating someone who finds financial transparency just as attractive as I do. I even kept one souvenir, a framed screenshot of that Instagram post where she said, "Some men just can't handle a strong woman who knows what she wants." She was right in a way. Some men can't handle strong women who know what they want. But fraud isn't strength, theft isn't empowerment, and facing the consequences of your own actions isn't persecution. She wanted to be a boss babe. Now she's earning 23 cents an hour in a prison kitchen. Manifest that.